Control your mind. A lot of people are not controlling the mind. Control your mind. Your mind can be your best friend. Your mind also can be your worst enemy. So you have to control your mind. So back in the days, I asked myself these questions like, why is it that a lot of people are kind of poor, not successful, and few people are successful, and these people are kind of getting it like big, and they keep getting it big. So the poor people and the ones that are not successful are getting poor every day. So I kind of asked myself like, why? So I decided like I'm gonna find out why. I'm gonna like look for answers. So I kind of started studying a lot of successful people. I kind of like want to study the mind of successful people. So all the successful people I studied are saying the same thing. Control your mind. Is your mind. Your mind is the key. Control your mind. Like control your mind. Make sure that your mind is in control. Like keep your mind in check. So a lot of them are saying control your mind, but they're not saying how to control the mind. So I kind of like look for a lot of answers on how to control the mind. So I couldn't find it. So I couldn't find an answer on how to control the mind. So I kind of started like studying how to control the mind, like doing things, like finding out how I can control my mind. So I understand a lot of stuff on how to control the mind. So that's what I'm going to share with you guys out there. Star Seed Tuesday ones. My name is Osa Kevin and it's Evergreen TV. So stay to the end of this video so that you can understand this topic. So the mind, your mind is constantly collecting information. So your mind is constantly collecting a lot of information from social media, information from your parents, information from friends, information from neighbors, your environment. Your mind is constantly collecting information. So and there are a lot of different kind of informations out there, like the religion saying something else, like the news say something else, killing everywhere, stealing, a lot of information that the mind is collecting, and the mind is taking this in, and the mind is using that to manifest your everyday reality. So like it's difficult to control the mind based on you are collecting a lot of information from different places, different people, different environment that you find yourself in. So you're collecting different kind of information. So how can you control a mind that is having a lot of information, and this information is mixed in your mind now, and your mind is kind of mixed up with a lot of information? So you're going to start making wrong choices sometimes. So you're going to start having some kind of belief system based on this information your mind is collecting. It's going to build up and it's going to form a belief system. So when you start having some kind of belief system, that belief system is going to start affecting your reality. So your belief system has a very big effect when it comes to manifesting your reality. So the kind of belief system you have can affect your reality based on you are making choices. You can make choices based on this belief system you have. You can like make some decisions based on the belief system you have. So now this belief system is kind of formed based on the information you've been collecting. Most of this information we collect them from our parents. Most of the information you collect it from your parents, what your parents told you, what your parents say you shouldn't do while growing up. No human being on earth was born with fear. Growing up, we develop that fear based on our parents. What our parents say, don't do this, don't do that, you are not supposed to do that. Most of those things that our parents say we shouldn't do, most of it are lies. Like for example, while growing up, my dad used to always say to me, don't drink the liquid water, like that liquid that is inside a coconut. So don't drink it. When you drink it, you're gonna be dumb. You can never be smart. It's only for adults. So sometimes if we kind of, based on we have a coconut tree in our compound, so when we like have one coconut, like let's have a good time with it. So we keep that liquid for our dad when he comes back, if he's not around, to drink it. So I'm grown up now, so I noticed that it's all lies. So that lie that my parents, like a lot of people that grew up in Africa will notice this, like it was a kind of system to, like, I don't know why it was saying that to us, but now I noticed that it was a lie. So you can see that some belief system that we have that developed as a belief system to me, like till now, is recently, like I started drinking it based on, I have this belief that it's gonna make me dumb. So you can see there are some things that our parents say to us, don't do this, don't do that, that make us develop some kind of belief system, and that belief system is with us. So how can you control a mind now that have a lot of information that most of them are wrong? Now you're making decisions based on this wrong information. Like I said, I was finding it difficult to drink that liquid water when I see it, based on the information I've collected while growing up. You see, a lot of people now, we start making choices. You might start making choices based on the information you've collected while growing up. So you have a lot of information now that is in your mind, that is kind of developing and building up a belief system that is making you make some choices that is affecting your life. I always talk about this, like karma, and some people inherit karma from their parents. Like this is the karma I'm talking about. It's not like a bad stuff, like the belief system and the teaching, like the generational teaching. Now your parent like pass a knowledge to you, so now you are gonna pass it on to your kids also. Like for me now, I ain't gonna tell my kids that don't drink that shit, it's gonna make you dumb. So now I have a different belief system, I have a different mindset. So you can see your mind, you have to control it. So when I started controlling my mind, I started kicking out those irrelevant belief system that I have, those irrelevant information that I've collected, that I've gathered from people, environment. Like for example, I have a neighbor that said to me, like, we have a cat, and one day those cats, like 3 of them died at the same time. So this person said to me, it's a bad omen, it's a very bad sign. Like then I was still developing, trying to control my mind, trying to watch the kind of information I let in. So I said to this person, like, it's a bad omen for you, it's a bad sign for you, but for me it's not a bad sign. So I never kind of experienced anything. I didn't experience anything like a bad stuff that happened to me based on like those cats died. So you can see that you can take some kind of information from people, neighbors. Like this person was just a neighbor. So if I'm someone that don't have this knowledge, that you have to control the information you let in your mind, you have to control your mind. So I will take in that and I will believe it. Then I'll build a belief system that when animals died, like 3 sets of animals just died at the same time, is a bad omen, is a bad sign. So that doesn't affect me anymore. So I'm the one that is building my belief system by telling myself good things, like affirmation. That is when affirmation, and that is why affirmation is necessary, like telling yourself that you're good enough, you're smart enough, you like everything you need, you are abundant, you are healthy, you are wealthy. So when you are saying these things to yourself, now you're building a new belief system. So the old belief system is gonna fade away gradually. So now you're gonna start controlling your mind. You control what you see. Now you control what you see on social media. You control the kind of movie you see. You control the kind of people you discuss with, the kind of discussions you have, the kind of information you let in your mind. So now this can also help you get rid of depression. So a lot of people are suffering of depression. They are going through depression based on the belief system they have. They might go through some kind of situation or some kind of circumstances, so they start reading meaning to the situation based on the belief system they have. So when I started changing my belief system, I started working on my mind. So most of those like thoughts that make me depressed started going away, based on I'm having a new thought now, I'm having a new mindset, I'm having a new kind of belief system. So the information you let in, so a lot of people are taking information, like if you talk about the religion, so Muslims are saying something else, Christians are saying something else, the religions, a lot of religions, now you're collecting information from different people, different culture, different group. Now this information are like loaded in your mind, and it's crowded there, and it's like causing confusion in your mind. Now you're making wrong choices and wrong decisions. So a lot of people stay poor because of that, based on they are making the wrong choices based on the information they have in their mind. So your mind is kind of a prison, it's kind of a trap if you can't get freed of it, if you can't free your mind. Like Bob Marley said, free yourself from mental slavery. Some people are slaved, like they are slave based on their mind. They think they can't do stuff. So don't like try to blend to any situation, like try to think about the solution out of the situation. But a lot of people might just be in a situation and they kind of relax there and like, all right, I'm gonna find a way to live with this situation. Don't find a way to live with a situation, find a way out of the situation. Don't ever find a way to be comfortable or find a way to live with a situation. Find your way out of the situation. So when you like finding your way out of the situation, your mind is gonna like manifest you out of that situation. No condition is permanent, but if you want to stay permanent on that condition, like you're trying to blend in and you're trying to be comfortable on that condition, you're gonna stay there. So you have to learn the workings of the mind. Learn the workings of the mind, understand the mind. So a lot of people are not letting new information in. They are just letting the information they know to stay on their mind, and they are just like leaving their mind to like work with what they know. They don't want to learn something new. They don't want to learn a new language. They don't want to learn a new culture. They don't want to learn, like Muslims don't want to listen to Christians. Christians don't want to listen to Muslims. They don't want to like listen to what they are saying. It's different information, but you have to know the both information so that you can be able to control the mind, and you know that this religion stuff and all this information are messing up your mind. So they just want to mess up your mind. So you can see most of this information is just this Western world that is giving us this information. So you have to like study yourself, study the mind, study the workings of the mind. There are some kind of information that you take in and it's going to trap your mind. So study the workings of your mind, control your mind, control what you see, control what you hear, control what you eat, control what you say, control it. So like we're collecting information from everywhere, music, movies, your environment, social media, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. We're taking a lot of wrong information. So you have to watch what you see, control what you see, control what you hear, control what you speak, how you talk to people, how you interact with people. So you start noticing, and you're gonna see that you're controlling your life now. Your life is in your hands. Based on you can control what you hear. You don't want to hear any stuff. You can control what you see. You don't want to see any stuff. You can control what you eat. You don't want to eat any stuff. You can control what you say. You don't want to say anything. You just want to say things that is really important, and you say something that is going to help. So I hope this video like help you guys out there. Start choosing one. The blessed souls. I will do a new video for you guys. I'll see you guys on my next video. It's Osa Kevin and it's Evergreen TV. See you guys on my next video. Ciao.